All right, so I'm going to talk about Montana for like 10 minutes here. So Montana is it's one of the largest states. It's the third largest state behind Alaska and Texas. I just looked at a fun facts list, and it said that 46 out of 56 counties are considered frontier counties with average populations of 6 or fewer people per square mile, which is crazy. And it's got multiple species of animals that outnumber humans there. Um, it has Glacier National Park, which is, if you haven't been, it's a wonderful national park. The national parks are really cool. Montana's a state where there's very few people, and then what you have a lot of really beautiful and cool wildlife that's grown there. And nature is real cool, because it's just it happens naturally, It's like all this stuff just grows. It's really bizarre if you think about it. But technically, if you were to think about it, and this is something I like to think about, is everything is natural, including anything humans do is natural. So this video game that I'm playing it's natural because it's a part of what nature is doing. It's a part of that whole thing. Um, Montana is so anyone from Montana will tell you, you know, Montana is a musical state. It's the kind of state where if you start singing a song, you'll have 5 people singing with you, right away. It's got more bars per capita than any other state. And it's full of musician types, artsy types. It's People think that it's a conservative state, but that's just because of the past century. It's actually gone blue in the past 3 elections. Most recently, this state went in the electoral college and went to Joe Biden. What you get with Montana is you get a state that looks like a face on the left side and it's just kind of fat in the back. It just stretches for a long ways. It almost looks like a horizontal. If California is vertical, Montana is kind of like the fatter horizontal version, you know, because it really just takes up a lot of space. It's a large state. Um, it, you know, just so few people. It might be the it might be the least dense state. It has. It's not completely empty though. There's schools and stuff. There's cities. They're just few and far between. Um, I don't think they don't have any D1 college sports programs or pro sports. They might have some skiing. They probably do have skiing. I think they do. Skiing, of course, was founded in Montana. It was founded there in 1928. So before that, if you were to say, "Oh, do you want to go skiing?" people wouldn't know what you were talking about. But then as soon as 1928 came and went, by 1929 you could just slap on some skis and go to the mountain, and people would be like, "Oh, you're going skiing," you know? And you'd go, "Oh yeah." For the 300 years before 1928, so starting in 1628, you would have what you had snow ski resorts, but you had what we in the industry call a snowboard, which is kind of like skis except it's singular. You got you got one snowboard and you just balance on it and you go down the slopes. Now what made skis different, and anyone from Montana will tell you this, is a um ski is easier than a snowboard because you have the balance of two legs. Um, some say skiing is more fun. Some say snowboarding is more fun. They're both in the Olympics now, the Winter Olympics. Speaking of the Olympics, I think we have the Summer Olympics coming up, which is nice. Summer Olympics, of course, don't feature skiing, so pretty much Montana is out of the Summer Olympics because pretty much the only sport in Montana is skiing. Um, the best thing about Montana culture is just how, what I would say is how innovative it is because it brings, there's a lot of tech companies in Montana. It brings out kind of an inspirational, so like because you can work anywhere now because of the internet. So what you have in Montana is people will go, "Oh, if I can work anywhere, then I might as well work somewhere where the natural scenery is very pretty." See, what you get is you get a lot of real smart computer types, you know, and they just live up in the hills. And then what you get is you get those computer companies to eventually move there. And this is what's happened. So you have kind of like a Silicon Valley 2.0 up in Montana, where before you might have just had a couple grizzly bears and some skiers, and now that's all changed. Now you would have grizzly bears, skiers, and possibly outnumbering both of those is the computer programmers that have really just invaded the state. Um, you know, and if you've been there, you'd understand because it's just so pretty. I mean, Glacier National Park is just amazing, and if you've ever been there, then you know what I mean. I just so the question with Montana is because it leans so far left politically, are they going to are they going to ever are they ever going to change their ways and vote Republican? Well, that's the kind of question that kind of like makes you think because there have been times where people will think, oh, you know, this place is never going to change, you know. But then things happen and things do change. As of right now, though, it seems unlikely that anything is going to change anytime soon because it went 70% for Joe Biden in the 2021 election. So, Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to share and like and subscribe and comment your fun Montana facts. I'll see you next month when I talk about New Mexico.